Hey, what's up, Aquamigos? How are you guys doing today? So today is the day, guys. We're going to be turning on the pond pump and letting the filtration system finally run. And I'm not going to make you guys wait. We're going to do it right now. As you can see, I'm out here quite a bit earlier than usual. The sun is very strong. Hopefully the video looks okay. And if you look right here, this is the controller for my pond pump. And right over here, I have this kind of temporary little setup right here. Let me just show you guys. This is the cable for my pond pump, which is inside here. I'm just going to go ahead and plug this into the controller right now. Okay. So now the controller is connected. I just need to plug it into power. But before I do that, I just need to open up all of my pond filters, all my trash can filters, and just take out all the excess stuff that I have in here. Just take all that stuff out. And actually, right before I plug in that pump, I just want to mention, in case you missed my last video, I did go ahead and apply new silicone to all of the seals inside and out on the 3-inch pipes. For the drainage valves, I siliconed just the inside. So everything is pretty much good to go. I don't have the filters fully set up on the inside. I still need to, I'm thinking I'm gonna go somewhat with something similar to this, or I do have another idea if that's not going to work. But in my last video, I did mention that I was going to get a plastic rake so that I could rake the bottom of the pond before turning on the pump. And I actually did that. I picked up one of these plastic rakes at Lowe's. I think it was about $14. And I already raked the bottom of the pond. I'll overlay some footage of all the debris that I pulled out. There for sure is more debris down at the bottom of the pond, but the problem is that it's really hard to see through this water. So I mean, once we have the pond running and stuff, I'm sure the bottom drain is going to pull up a bunch of that debris, and then we'll kind of have a better idea of what's going on. And before I turn the pump on, I just want to open this up because I do remember we had a bit of a clog right here. I'm going to have to take off the atrium drain cover from inside of this settlement tank, and then I'll also open up this just in case I need to adjust the flow of the pump. So for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to take this out and I'll just put it right here. So I think I'm going to try to get multiple camera angles of this before I turn it on, just so I can capture everything for the first time. This is gonna be crazy. We have actually never tested out these returns, so I'm really curious to see how that's gonna be. And one of the things I'm actually really nervous about is whether any of these filters are gonna leak. I really hope they don't. All right, guys, I got my other cameras set up. I have another one over there. There's just one other thing I wanna do before I turn this on. I put some bio balls inside my old trash can filter in here for the pool pond. Ooh, it is stinky in there. I put them in here to help jumpstart the cycle of the new filtration. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these into the new filter, one of the new bio filters, before we turn it on. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, there we go. Do I have any more? I feel like I had more than that in here. Oh, I do. Let's take these out also. Of course, I'm gonna need electricity. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in an extension cable to plug in the pump. All right, I'll just bring this over there. And now it's time, guys. I just want to call my family out here to see this because I'm sure they're going to be excited to see this as well. Maybe not as excited as me, but nonetheless, I think they'll be excited to see this. All right, guys, so we have a captive audience here waiting for us to turn this thing on. Hey, Roxy. All right, guys, the moment we've all been waiting for, the moment of truth. Plugging it in right now. The controller's turning on the lowest setting. I can hear the water. Water's coming through. Oh man, do you see the water over there? All right, guys, let's see. Yeah, you're good right there. I'm gonna go through there. Oh, there we go. The water's flowing. So far, so good. It's taking about a year. All right, guys, the water just started going down there. It's gonna come out of there any second. Oh man, I'm so nervous because we've never tested this. Too good. That middle pipe, for some reason, is not getting any now.
This one's getting a lot though.
Okay, I know what we gotta do. Basically, this is what I put these for. So now I can close this one a little because we're barely getting any flow out of here. But you know, it might change.
Oh, there's still some coming out of you guys.
Yeah, there's a little coming out, but I could close this a little to even out the flows. That was the whole idea.
It's working. It's working.
Close this one a little to make it come out stronger there, you know?
Nice.
That's more even right
Wow,
now.
good
Yeah.
job, guys.
And then, thank you to you. Woo! And close this one a little bit too.
Gee, that's creepy.
Yes! Check that out, guys. Fully functional. So cool. I mean, the flow seems good. All right, Tia, how does it, what do you think about seeing the pond finally up and running?
Very incredible.
Thank
A
you.
feat of human engineering.
Thank you, Tia. What about you, Mom? What do you think?
Impressive.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
impressive, if I say so myself, being an engineering expert.
What do you think about this, Dad?
Oh, very well done.
Hey, check out the shirt.
Pleasure.
Nice.
Hey, you got the koi
Yeah.
Cool.
So a couple things I just want to point out. One is the water level of the pond. You can see like it's significantly lower now. Well, not significantly, but it's like maybe, I don't know, like maybe 2 inches lower than where it usually is, just because of all the water that is now inside those trash can filters. They do hold like quite a bit of water. The other thing is I'm going to have to turn the pump off in a second because I already need to clean out this mechanical filtration right here. I can tell there's a lot of debris already building up on that. I don't know if you could really see on camera, but I got to clean that out like ASAP. So I'm just gonna do that right now. Then I'll just take this out and I'll go hose it off. Whoa, that thing got dirty. Another thing I want to point out is that we did not get any leaks in any of the trash cans. Some of you guys might remember the first time we like test ran these filters to see if there were leaks. We got leaks, but luckily it looks like the silicone that we added is holding up really well. Another thing is with that filter on, we're going to have to raise the water level of the pond a little bit because the way it is right now, it's actually not even high enough for the skimmer to work. Now, as you saw, I put 2 bags full of bioballs into this filter right here. And let me know what you guys think, but my original plan was to actually take them out of the bags because I was thinking debris might get caught in those bags. So I was actually going to have just the balls in there loose. And of course, feel free to give me your opinion on this, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this kind of setup on the other filters as well. And then I'm just gonna have the loose bio balls in there. But of course, let me know what you guys think. Right now, I think I will just keep them in the bags just in case. Plus, I still need to buy more of these atrium things for the other filters. So it's not 100% ready anyway, but I think right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the bio balls that I have in all of these filters. I'll keep them in the bags for now. And then once I'm ready to set up the other like atrium type things on the other filters, I'll go ahead and release the balls from those bags. I have no idea where my other bio balls are. I could have sworn I had more. I'll just put these in here. So I thought I had more of those bio balls, but I guess I don't. So I guess for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and plug the pump back in and let this thing run. I'm probably gonna have to clean out this filter pad a few more times, or who knows, I'm probably just gonna have to constantly clean that thing out until the water comes out pretty much clear. But let's go ahead and just plug it in right now. This thing's powering up right now. And then this little contraption should be able to protect it from the rain and the sun, all that stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cover it like this. There we go. I'll just move that right there. This is so satisfying to watch, guys. I feel like a huge mental load has just been taken off my shoulders, seeing this thing working as it should without any issues. So yeah, I'm gonna have to order more of those bio balls and of course add this thing to each of those filters. But as for right now, this should be good enough. I'm going to go ahead and just let this run. At least that media should be able to cycle at least. Well, actually this media is cycled. It's just this one that isn't. And then I'm gonna have to just fill these all up. And of course, after I have it running for a little while, I can go ahead and test the water. I'm gonna have to do that before I add any fish, of course. And then I'll finally be able to get these guys out of the pool pond and into the new pond. And I love how easily I can adjust the flow of these. So I'll open this one a little more and close this one a little more until they look more or less even. All right, Aquamigos, so I left the filtration system running for about an hour or so. I just wanted to make sure that we weren't overflowing from any of these, like after the pump's been running a while. And nope, everything seems like it's running perfectly fine, just as I left it. Everything good. And the next thing I wanted to mention is how the pond netting is kind of sagging in the water. So I had this idea of buying some more rope, a much thinner rope than what I have going around the perimeter of the pond. I got this rope right here, and my idea is to run this rope from one side of the pond to the other. So maybe I'll have like one going from there to there, and then another one on the further side of the pond, just to keep that net from sagging into the water. Mostly because I think it'll look better if it's not sagging in the water. All right guys, so I got the net out of the water. I think that's probably okay for now. I mean, I don't love how it looks with those thick ropes going across, but for now, I think that'll just be okay. I think in general, it's just really hard to make a pond net look good. Now, in case you're wondering, the reason that I don't take the biomedia from my old pond filters that are on the pool pond, the reason that I don't take that biomedia and put it into the new pond filter is because I'm using lava rocks in these. I don't want to use lava rocks in the new pond filter just because lava rocks get really dirty, their pores fill up with gunk. Plus they're really heavy and I'm pretty sure they'll break the little platforms that I made inside the new pond filters. So since it's been a while, I'm just going to go ahead and unplug the pump again, and I'm going to take out the filter pad and wash that again because it's probably completely filthy again. Check that out. So now what I want to do is I just want to go ahead and test the water of the new koi pond because I've never actually tested the water before. I have no idea what the parameters are like. So right here I have an API master test kit. By the way, these do have an expiration date, so check this out. You can see on the back of the box right here, or the container, the expiration date is February 2027, so we are good. Testing the water will just help me know like where we stand as far as adding fish to the pond. I know I already have these little rosy red minnows in there, but I think the bio load of those is so small that there's a lot of dilution in here, so I think those guys are more or less unaffected, but I'm still curious to know what the parameters are. And actually, I wouldn't be surprised if the parameters are actually good because I don't think we've lost any rosy red minnows, or if we have lost any, I just haven't seen them. Like I haven't seen them floating at the top or anything, but I'm pretty sure once we add the larger goldfish and the koi, that'll probably spike the ammonia. I'm pretty sure. So anyways, I just want to double check.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
All right guys, so this is pretty much what I expected. So it does look like we're getting an ammonia reading of about 0.25. And I've talked about this before, like a long time ago, and actually it looks more yellow than it does on camera. In person, it looks a little bit on the greener side. So it does look like we're getting a reading of about 0.25. And in my experience, once these ammonia test kits get a little bit older, like when they're brand new, they work perfectly fine. But once they get a little bit older, they're always going to give a reading of 0.25. I don't know why this is, but I've actually done a side-by-side comparison with a brand new ammonia test kit, and it gives a 0, where my old ammonia test kit gives a 0.25 reading, and this has happened with more than one kit. So anyways, I just wanted to mention that really quick. We're getting 0 nitrites, we're getting high pH readings, so I'm gonna have to test for high range pH, and then nitrate we're getting 0. So I'm pretty sure what's happening is that the algae in that pond, or whatever it is, it's just eating that ammonia directly, so that's why we're not getting a nitrite or a nitrate reading. So I'll go ahead and just test that high range pH really quick. If I'm not mistaken, I think it is pretty typical to get a pH reading of like, you know, like maybe 8 or 8.2 where I live. All right, guys, so our pH, this is the high range pH. It looks like it's around 8.4. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna test the pH of the pool pond. I just wanna see what that's like. All right, so this one is the pH of the pool pond. This one's the pH of the new koi pond. So the pool pond, it's hard to tell which one's darker. I think the pool pond might be a little bit darker, maybe a very slightly higher pH. Maybe this is like 8.4 and this is like 8.5 maybe, I don't know. It's like almost the same. It's almost exactly the same. So actually, I probably could just transfer these fish over, no problem. I just don't have the biomedia in the filters, but they wouldn't be shocked by transferring them from this pond to that pond. I think that would be totally fine. I just need to have enough biomedia in those filters, which I don't have yet. And once I do have the biomedia in those, I think I'll start transferring the fish over slowly. Maybe I'll do like half of them 1 week and then the next week I'll do the other half, something like that. But either way, I'll probably start transferring these guys over in my next video. And even although I do technically now have the pond up and running, there's still a bunch of stuff I still need to do. For instance, I still need to figure out what I'm going to do about the electrical. Like, I pretty much just have these buckets here for now with an extension cable coming out. I mean, I can't have that as my permanent setup. I'm gonna have to have like a more professional setup for that. I talked about it before, but I do want to build kind of like a wooden deck that comes up to the same height as this wall right here. That'll kind of act as a lid over all of this. So if I ever want to access these, I can just flip up the wooden deck and then I can access the settlement tank and the pond pump. And also, I still need to attach an air compressor to this pipe right here, which connects up with the bottom drain's air diffuser. And of course, I still need like a shade canopy thing to go over the entire pond. I'm kind of looking into those sail shades. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but I'll throw one up on screen so you can kind of have an idea of what I'm talking about. And also, I'm curious to see if this skimmer actually works once we get the water level up to the right height. As you can see, the skimmer is still higher than the water level of the pond, so we'll have to wait until the pond fills up a little more. But yeah, guys, I'm so happy with the way things are turning out. I got to adjust the flow on that one right there, but yeah, I'm so happy with like how this is working. It's really nice to see everything coming together. And that's going to be just about it for this video. If you did like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you went down there and gave this video a like. That would help me out so much. If you'd like to see more of my videos in the future, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'll go ahead and put my Instagram right here, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Peace.